Hey everybody, so today I'm going to discuss some strategies on how to help you pay those credit card annual fees when they come due. So let's begin. So I thought of a few things when it comes to credit card annual fees. The fact that most of the cards that have annual fees, we tend to really love those benefits they provide, but when the annual fee comes due, sometimes it could be an ouchie moment. But what I'm here to talk about today is to make it much less of an ouchie moment, like an easy moment, easier. Anyway, so let's discuss. So, one thing you could do to help those credit card annual fees and get them paid is get a new bank account sign up bonus. So, plenty of banks have sign up bonuses where you open an account and you get, $300, $200, $400, whatever the number is. And sometimes these can be just, your local bank or a medium sized bank. It's not necessarily just the big Wall Street banks like Chase and Wells Fargo and all them. So that's one option you can do. A lot of these bank accounts require a minimum deposit and you have to hold the money for like 30 to 60 days. And usually they require some type of direct deposit. And I think there's multiple ways this direct deposit can be triggered. So just look into that before you open it if you're planning on doing that, and just make sure that what you plan on doing will count. Most paychecks count and all that stuff, but you might be able to just move money there and it will trigger it. So, but look into that though before you just assume that's going to work. So that's one way you could help with those credit card annual fees is to open a bank account that has a sign up bonus. Another option, well, it's not an option, it's just another strategy. Strategy, I'm going to use that word. So another strategy is to add up all of your annual fees, okay, whether it's one card or it's three cards, whatever the number of cards you have that have annual fees, add them up, okay, get the total, take that number, divide it by 12. Whatever that number comes to is the amount of money that it costs per month to have those credit cards. And you could save that money in an online savings account. This kind of goes back to strategy number one. You could, get a bonus opening up a high yield savings account and collect that bonus on top of, saving the money that you owe your credit cards every month for annual fees and collect a little bit of interest. Then when the annual fee comes due, you just take it out and pay the annual fee. No problemo, all is good, and you just keep enjoying the card. So that's the second strategy on paying annual fees. So the third strategy I thought of is to use your stock portfolio dividends and pay your credit card annual fees. So depending how much you collect in dividends, you could use those dividends and, pay your annual fees. Just when you buy the stock that pays a dividend, make sure that you don't check the reinvest box. Just, make sure you don't reinvest the dividend and it goes into your cash section if you're planning to hold the cash and use it for something besides reinvesting into that stock. So your stock dividends could be held and then you could pay your credit card annual fees. So, and that's passive income used to pay credit card annual fees, and that actually makes managing annual fees a little bit easier when that money is passive rather than coming from your paycheck. So, again, learn a little bit from Rich Dad Poor Dad, that book. When you want to learn about passive income, that book describes it in great detail. Anyway, besides that, a fourth strategy could be if you own real estate and you're collecting money from tenants that are living in your properties, you could use some of that to pay your credit card annual fees. So that kind of relates a little bit to the dividend one, but your real estate cash flow is probably be a lot bigger than a stock portfolio. Well, it all depends how much you have at the end of the day. But the average person's probably going to be real estate. So again, everybody's different. It just varies. So those are four things I thought of to help manage credit card annual fees a little bit. And I know sometimes when you try to chat with American Express to get a retention offer, they try to say, well, you can use your membership rewards points and pay it at 1 cent per point. But it's like, that's not a good deal to pay your credit card annual fee, getting 1 cent per point. Plus, if you have the Schwab version of the card, then you get 1.1 cents per point. So you would be losing there if you took that offer as a Schwab Platinum Card member. But anyway, yeah, so when I just thought of a fifth strategy when I just said that too. So my bad. Retention offers. Yes, you can get these sometimes. Just American Express, use the chat log. That seems to work better. But, they can change things all the time. They save your chat log. So if they gave you one last year, they're going to remember that. So the rep will go, okay, this guy got one last year. This girl got one last year. And we don't know if we want to give them one again. And Chase sometimes will give them. So just give the card company a call. The worst thing they can say is no. But you know how you change your cable provider and you just kind of talk to them like you're going to leave and go to the other provider because, if you have another one available too, then, you could just say, hey, I'm going to switch to this company if you don't give me this deal. And they're going to try to keep you as a customer. So you could persuade them a little bit. So that's the fifth strategy I thought of as I was talking in this video is try to get a retention offer. That's the best one of all of them, actually. That way you don't have to use any cash that you had on the side to pay for it. If you get the retention offer, and you can spend a little bit of money and either get extra points or cover the annual fee, like where they just wipe it off, then that would be great. So if the fifth strategy doesn't work, then try some of the other ones. But if you have any strategies that you thought of that I didn't mention, drop them below. And let everybody know what it is and how you did it. Because, it's good to learn new stuff each and every day. All right. Thank you for watching this video. Take care. Have a great night. And I'll see you next time.